Hello everybody. So what I am showing off at the moment is let's put this guy down here, this guy over here, an inventory system I have been working on for the marketplace. Um, Pretty simple concept. You use some Infinity Blade assets to show stuff off. So you have your inventory panel, you've got weapons, armor, weapons, probably should put weapons, armor, potions, ingredients. And I have different sizes in here for a reason. It was because the inventory is expandable. So it doesn't let you go too far past stuff, but you can leapfrog to make it more expandable. And you can set a minimum. The entire thing is very modular, including everything over here in the character panel. You can actually set up all these different variables. You can set up everything in the detail panel up to 50 in the tertiary stats. Um, and the drag and drop works for for all the equipment, and it's replicated, as you can see. It works with lag. I'm not simulating at the moment. I don't know what that thing's doing, but I'm just going to roll with it. Uh, what the? I quit. This is always great for a demo video. So I'm still probably like a few weeks to a month off of releasing it, and I'm taking off out of town, so I want to put this up and get some feedback from people. See, I think the physics are still over here for that. I don't know what that object is. It's not even one of my pickup items. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so the equipment works, and you can drop it in the world, and it drops for everybody. Currently, right now, I have the boxes showings for like your pickup point. It's just for example, and you can put it on, and it changes your okay. His stats aren't working, so I quit it life. But if you notice, the main stats are working. I probably just didn't replicate it down because I was just working on this. So you can see the different stats for each of the different pieces. You go into the details panel, you'll have the different ice damage attack, all this stuff. I still got to work on doing the hit points, mana, and armor calculations and trying to make them variable so people can change how much they mitigate on damage. There's also going to be a hotbar at the bottom that you can drag skills to, which would be over in this tab. All of these suckers use the same base blueprint, which is getting a little convoluted in the pickup settings. Like that's the giant ass structure for the thing. I can narrow a lot of this down. I'm going to start cleaning it up here pretty soon. But you can use static meshes or skeletal meshes on the actors, so you can have modular armor, like different pieces. And I'm going to do bones and everything on the skeleton, so it'll auto pick them, and you can just move your stuff to that. Inside the game mode is where all the stuff is set up, and inside the player state is where a lot of the stuff takes place, where it calculates your stats and your armor and stuff, and then replicates it down to everybody else. Currently, almost everything is run server side in terms of calculating your stats and your inventory. When you pick something up, it basically creates a giant pickup settings array, and it just adds an item to it. And then your widgets in your inventory basically are just pointers. Oops, I gotta pick something up first. So these just point where it's at. So the index is keeping the entire stack, and obviously you have 22. You can split the stacks. You can split the stacks in half. You can go as much as you want. You can drop them all. They'll drop in their stacks too. You can just pick them all back up, and like you see, I've got a nice little thing over there telling me it's stacking them. So I got that. I don't know what this is. Oh, apparently I had gloves on the ground. This is what happens when you test everything like crazy, and then you don't know what the hell's going on. And then it doesn't calculate your stats because God hates me and I probably screwed something up. I was just getting thoughts on it. I want to do an action bar at the bottom. There's going to be an action bar, and then each of these individual ones, you can make your own individual blueprint for them. You can just make a child node for a skill, or you just make a child actor for a skill, and that child actor doesn't contain any data but the script. And because they're all spawned on the server, when you use it, it'll spawn that on the server and activate whatever script you have on the server, and it'll get a reference to your character and all of that, and your character has different nodes for where you would cast a spell. And every one of them has an animation variable as well somewhere in this thing. I've got to clean this up. I'm more trying to get feedback on like the overall design, like just how it's structured and set up. I want to do armor crafting and potion crafting as well. Probably more so potion crafting with ingredients first. Armor crafting will get a bit difficult, but I do have a thing already set up to spawn random items. I want to make this usable in first, third, and isometric. So I want to make it so the person using it can actually go top-down view and point-click to move, and then the items would be a hell of a lot smaller. And if you ever played Diablo or Path of Exile, there'll be a widget on the screen over top of them that you can toggle on and off per player mode. It's not individualized loot. As you can tell, everybody can see the same loot, so I'm not setting it up for that. That way you can share. It's more designed for drop-in, drop-out co-op. Though this would work for an MMO. It would work for a Battle Royale style. It would work for PvP. All the damage calculations are going to be based on the server. When I finally get the weapons and stuff set up, the weapons and stuff will exist on the server, even though you'll be holding them in your hands. It'll be replicated. So all the damage calculations would be safe, technically. Harder to cheat with. I can't think up too much more. The UI, obviously, you can change all the images on it and move things around. And yeah, doing the stupid character panel was a little bit annoying at first. I didn't realize you had to like set something on the materials. And if anybody actually watches this far and can tell me, I'll probably put it on a note on there too. Like, I don't know if we can include Infinity Blade assets in a store object, because I'm just cutting Infinity Blade assets up to just show as a demo. So I don't know if I can include those as well or not. I mean, I could probably just make something, but it just seemed easier to have something. A lot of crap. A lot of work. This is like iteration number 4. Like I said, just trying to get thoughts. There was no real inventory system that seemed to me to be comprehensive on the marketplace. And for the game I'm working on, we want to do drop-in, drop-out co-op. And so mine was working for that since we didn't care if you cheated, but then I reworked the entire thing because I figured I might as well sell it and get some other people some stuff they can use and get me some money to help work on a game. So just thoughts. Yeah, take it easy.